Hey guys, it's Tepco Cycle Repair. Today we're going to be talking about two-strokes, and we're just going to have some basic talk, but I want to prove to you guys that two-strokes don't smoke. And some of the problems that I see and I get a lot of complaints about is that I got spooge coming out of my pipe, my bike is smoking, but you know, that's normal, it's a two-stroke. It's not normal because it's a two-stroke, okay? It is not normal because it's a two-stroke. So let's look at some pictures here. I'm going to show you a picture here of Graham Jarvis. Check it out. So you can see Graham here, he's trucking right along at a mellow pace, no smoke coming out, all right? Check out Billy Bolt. Billy Bolt's no joke. Here we go. No smoke, same thing. Now, I want you to look at my bike here, and this is when I was tuning my carburetor coming up the street behind me. And I want you to see, because down low it's running really rich, and it'll blow out a bunch of smoke, and then my mid, needle, and top end is clean. And I want you to see it come off of that really rich running condition and open up. Okay, so right here, I'm going to pause it right here so you can look at this. This section right here, you can see the smoke coming out. And when we get moving again here, you're going to see how the bike just clears up and opens up. Okay, so you saw there that as soon as it cleared up, no more smoke coming out until I got off and got back on it again and burped it, because I went back down into the pilot and burped it again and some smoke came out. So I rejetted that bike and it runs clean now and it runs super smooth like electric. Now the biggest problem that I see is that people just, you know, the simplicity of a two-stroke is its own enemy at sometimes, because people just ignore it. They just fire it up and run it and ride it, and over some time things wear out, and we just ignore that. On a four-stroke, you know, I got four-strokes too. You can see I got the RMM back there. I love them just as much, but I am truly a two-stroke fan. But you got to do your maintenance, and some of the maintenance are crank seals. Make sure you get the proper jetting for where you're riding it, and the oil that you're using. So I use the AMSOIL Sabre. I love it. It burns clean for what I'm doing. Might not be the best oil for everything, but I'm just telling you for what I'm doing, it burns super clean. Now, if you're running, let's say, Maxima 927, another awesome oil, and I run the 927 in a small 85 race bike that I have, and I road race it, so it's the temperature on that thing is blazing hot all the time. It's jetted perfectly, and the temperature is hot enough so that it'll burn the oil. If I try to run 927 in this bike in the trails, it'll smoke like crazy and make a mess because it's not made for that. You got to get the right oil. So if you're doing something like that, try the Super M, the Maxima Super M, another great oil. So what you guys got to mess with is your jetting, your oil. Everybody's different. That's why when you jump on a forum and you talk to people about what my jetting should be, they'll always tell you, well, it's different for every bike, and it is. You got to play around with it. You got to get it right. Pull your plug and look at it. If your plug is black, you're running too rich. You're going to smoke. You're going to spooge. All that stuff. Now, it's not just that you're blowing smoke all over the trails, right? I know the fairies are going to be mad about that. But that's not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about power valves getting jammed, you know, all corroded up, carboned up, making a mess. Your silencer is going to get filled up with oil, and it's just going to make a mess. And your bike's not going to run right. And the more you run it like that, the worse your bike is going to run. So you want to make sure that it's burning clean. When you start doing your jetting, be prepared to repack your silencer. And when you repack your silencer, now if your jetting is right, you may get a little bit of smoke. Now there's times when your bike should smoke. Those are going to be, your bike's been sitting, gas and oil sitting in your crankcase, your gas is going to evaporate, you're going to have extra oil in your crankcase. You start the bike up, it's going to smoke some. When the bike is cold and it's bringing it up to temperature, you're going to have some smoke at that point. That's okay. But when you're riding around the trails, your bike is fully warmed up. If you're riding mellow in trails, you got to jet it for that and oil it for that. If you're riding wide open on a racetrack, you jet it and oil it for that. Both of those times are different times, require different things, and neither one of them should your bike be smoking at, okay? You got to play with it and you got to get it right. So make sure you check your crank seals, check your jetting, check your plug, check your oil, check your silencer. You know, all these kind of things you just gotta get used to in two-stroke. It's best, I always tell people when they're learning to ride and learning to wrench on things and it's their first time riding, dirt bikes and everything, start out with a two-stroke because they're simple, you can work with them, you can figure things out. Do your leak down test so you're not running lean, make sure you don't have any air leaks sucking anywhere. If you blow it up, you can fix it pretty easily on a two-stroke. It's different than a four-stroke. Not that four-strokes are bad, you can learn on those as well. Don't take it like that. It's just that two strokes are just less to it to work on and learn. Two strokes are great. Don't let someone tell you that it's supposed to smoke because it's a two-stroke. Get the right oil, get the right jetting, get it all set up for your riding area, and ride a bike that burns clean. It will make worlds of difference. All right, guys, so it's test time. After your lesson here, I want you to take a look at this video and see if you can find the violator. All right, guys, that was an easy one. You can see me in the trail, help them out. Okay, guys, hopefully you liked this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Until next time, this is Tepco Cycler Bear.
Riservata al trofeo 70 Evolution Open. Intanto